Hi, I have my favorite baking partner with me today. She's finished her classes for university and she's got some time, so she's coming to spend some time with us. We're having Christmas Eve at our house this year, and so we planned a menu and we thought we would make some egg rolls. We've tried making egg rolls before. We've tried making our own wraps before, and it was a kind of a disaster. They were kind of like a pastry kind of heavy thing. So we're going to try a different recipe. So Livy has measured out how many grams?
125 grams.
Of flour. How much baking powder?
Half of
a quarter.
Half of a quarter of a teaspoon.
So 1/8 of a teaspoon,
yeah.
and 1/8 of a teaspoon of salt. And how much water do we have here?
200 milliliters.
200 milliliters of water, and that's all it takes to make these apparently. So we're going to try. We're going to see how it works. So here you go. Start whisking.
Oh.
And it has to, you whisk, 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 whisk. There you go. So we're just going to do that. While Livy is doing that, I have here a non-stick pan. Have to use a non-stick pan with absolutely no fat in it. So I'm going to put that on the stove and start warming it up to low medium. We don't want it too hot because we don't want to overcook these. Never done these before, so we're going to see how it works. Don't know.
It's good.
Show Grandpa how it looks.
It looks really good.
No lumps. Make whisk, whisk, whisk for no lumps. We don't want lumps.
Why is it liquid?
It's supposed to be really liquidy, apparently. Look, there's a lump there.
Oh, don't worry.
It's supposed to be fairly liquidy, and what we use, instead of pouring it in and trying to swirl it like a crepe, what we use is a pastry brush, and we start in the center and we dip and paint a circle until it fills the size we want. So we're going to show you how we do that.
That looks good.
I think it looks great. All right, let's try this. So my pan is probably not quite hot enough yet, so I'm just going to give this a little bit of a, I don't know how many this will make, and I don't know if it will work, but it's worth a try. So we're going to fill these with a traditional egg roll filling. We're going to do some ground pork, some cabbage, some carrot, a little bit of onion, some mushroom, some garlic, some ginger, and then we'll roll them up. But first we're going to make these. So here's our batter, really nice and thin. Look at that, it's really thin. We have a pan that's warm on the stove. We've tried a few, and I'll show you what they look like. Livy's been doing a great job. So take a pastry brush and start making circles in the pan, like that. Just kind of, and it seems to be working. They're turning out pretty nicely. All the way around, until you have your pan covered. I found that when it was a little, I had to thin the mix a little bit because I found it was too thick to spread evenly. So now Livy takes over. She's doing, this is how they turn out. They're paper thin. Look at that, really nice and thin. And so we'll fill those later today, and then we'll fry them, and then we'll taste them.
Oh, I don't want to mess it up.
Well, you're good. Livy's been doing this, and she's doing a really good job.
Ah. So,
Is it done?
I don't know.
You never know when they're done.
Just when they peel.
But I think these will be way better than the last time I made them. The last time I made them, it was like eating bread.
Well, it wasn't that bad.
Yeah, it was. It was. I remember they. Okay, you have to be careful not to fold it over on itself.
It's hot.
Look at that. Perfect. Look at that. They're beautiful. Okay, now wipe the pan in between each one. You don't want any little bits of egg roll wrap left in the pan. Start all over again. This could take a while because there's a lot of liquid in this pan or in this bowl. Have to try to get it fairly even, otherwise it doesn't cook evenly. We found that out the first one we made. We had to throw it out. Fill in all those little gaps so that the filling doesn't fall out. And now Liv's gonna do her magic. There you go.
Okay.
So we're gonna keep making these until we've used up all of this dough, and then we'll mix our mix. We'll show you how what we're gonna put in the egg rolls, and we'll show you how we wrap them and how we make them, and then we'll deep fry some. We'll deep fry them, and we'll have a taste. So keep watching, because you're gonna see how good these turn out. Well, we're ready. We made our wraps. They're right there. They're very thin. I mean, they're so thin. Look at that. And some of them have holes, but we're managing to get them to stick. We've decided that we need to make them a little bit thicker so that they don't have holes in them like this. We also have a mix here, and this is 1 pound of ground beef, 4 cups of shredded cabbage, 3 julienne carrots, 1 small onion, lots of garlic, ginger, salt, pepper. We put in some soy sauce and fish sauce, and we let that we cooked the ground pork, and then we added all the vegetables and let them soften up a little bit. So now we've been making these, and it's been quite an experience. We found that some of our wraps were sticking, and so difficulty getting them. Here I have just a flour water mix to help seal them. So a little bit of, and a little, see there, there's a hole there. So I put some of that on to seal it. I'm gonna turn that over, try to cover those holes, and then roll it up so that there aren't any holes. There we go. Our little egg roll. We're gonna try frying some that didn't turn out real well and see what they taste like. Way too much filling, Olivia. She puts all this filling in, and then then she says, oh, it broke. It broke. I keep telling her not so much filling, because they won't.
It's fun, no.
Yes, it is.
Oh my God.
Okay, I'm gonna take this one. She thinks big is better. Did you seal it?
Yeah.
Okay.
This one looks ugly now. There's still a hole in it.
You have to wrap them tightly.
I did.
It's an experiment. I think they'll be tasty. They might not look like the real stuff that you get in a restaurant, but I think they'll be good. A little bit there to help seal. Turn that over. Whoops. And this one over and roll. There. It's coming out the end. So we're going to finish making these, and then we're going to fry some. We'll show you what they look like after they're fried, deep fried for Christmas Eve. We'll show you what they look like, and we'll do a taste test. Well, yeah, we're not sure that this is a success, but we're trying. We've rolled all our egg rolls, and now we're deep frying them, and this is how they're coming out. But a lot of them had holes in the pastry, in the shell, and so they're kind of, this one isn't ready to turn, but I've turned it anyway. They're kind of, there are holes in them, so we're not sure how they're going to taste. But we put a few on a plate here with some sweet chili sauce that we made. There's our sweet chili sauce. It's got lots of chili peppers and sugar and vinegar and garlic, tons of garlic in there. So it's really yummy, and I think it'll kind of make those taste really, really delicious. So we've made a plate for you. Here's your plate, and I don't see anything. Hey, I don't see anything. Oh, there you go. Okay, so you're going to be the taste tester. Crispy?
It's hot too.
Yeah. Are they crispy?
Yep, very crispy.
Okay, you hold this, and and you ask him what they're like.
Do you like them?
They're really, really good.
See what
They are like 100 times better than an egg roll that you're going to get in most restaurants. I can guarantee you that. These are
Who else do you like?
like the.
Show us what it looks like
Who,
inside.
somebody else wants
Show
some
the
there.
inside.
Somebody else wants some there
Show
behind
us the
you.
inside.
Somebody else wants
They
some
look
there.
pretty good.
Very good.
Somebody else wants some.
Really like
This is their
them.
attack dog.
That's vicious. Vicious Willie.
Excuse me.
He's very vicious.
Excuse me. Excuse me.
And he bites.
And he bites.
Actually, that's a total lie. He's the sweetest little thing you'd ever want to meet.
All right, so there we have egg rolls. I'm just going to
Look at new ones.
this off. I'm just going to dab a little bit of that olive oil off. Maybe olive oil isn't the best thing to use. They say to use sesame oil or peanut oil or something, but we used olive oil because that's what we have in the house. So there are 5 more. Are you going to try one?
Yeah.
Homemade egg rolls. Go for it. Maybe they'll turn out for you.